Hi, I'm Ksenia Yasnova, Public Relations Specialist of the company RosCo. On the 1st of July, the Bank of Russia launched a project Know Your Customer under the anti-money laundering law. All commercial financial organizations in the country were connected to the service in order to assess clients for money laundering. All firms and individual entrepreneurs will be divided into risk groups. What threatens entrepreneurs and how to avoid negative consequences from innovations? Let's find out together.
What are the three risk groups?
Credit institutions and the Bank of Russia will distribute corporate clients by risk group into low, green, medium, yellow, high, red. Thus, the new system works on a principle of a traffic light: green, the most reliable clients; yellow, with a minimum share of dubious transactions; red, suspicious. The official goal of the innovations is the fight against terrorism, illegal money laundering, and the withdrawal of funds abroad. Attention! The new rules apply only to individual entrepreneurs and legal entities. Individuals, self-employed persons, and persons engaged in private practice will not be included in the register. No one assigns a level of risk to them.
How will the rating system work?
Banks are required to transfer the central bank information about legal entities and individual entrepreneurs. You can track the status of an entrepreneur on the KYC platform, Know Your Customer. Restrictive measures will be applied if an individual entrepreneur or legal entity is classified as high risk by both the regulator and the servicing bank. The central bank classifies companies and entrepreneurs into various groups according to certain criteria, including the amount of the authorized capital and the method of formation of the legal entity, availability of information about the activities on the firm or entrepreneur in public sources, carrying out license activities, presence at the registration address of other legal entities, and so on. To put it plainly, when distributing clients into groups, the central bank takes into account the type of activity of the company, account turnover, communication with third parties who are suspected of grey schemes, as well as other criteria. Note: according to the regulations, the servicing bank must notify the client that it was assigned a rate status within 5 working days, with reference to specific criteria. Also, the credit institution is obliged to inform about what restrictive measures will be applied.
How to find out what color you are?
Information about what color you are can be viewed in the personal account of the Know Your Client service. The KYC platform is not integrated with banks and is a separate resource, but at the moment clients do not have direct access to it. You can request public information from a financial institution. It should be noted that according to the calculations of the Bank of Russia, less than 1% will be assigned to the red or yellow zone. The remaining 99% will be green.
How will banks work with clients from each group?
If a legal entity or individual entrepreneur has been assigned a green status, you can sleep peacefully. There are no restrictions on transactions, though your counterparty must also be recognized as low risk, otherwise their operation may be rejected. If the bank has suspicions about the legitimacy of a particular transaction, it can send a refusal to conduct it and change the client's risk group the next day. If the bank classifies the firm or individual entrepreneur as medium or high risk, then the financial organization has the right to refuse to create a new account or deposit, terminate the service contract. If the client received a red color, then the financial institution will not carry out operations on the account, issue the balance of funds from the account after termination of the contract, provide access to electronic means of payment. You can also use funds to pay off expenses associated with the liquidation of a legal entity and satisfaction of creditors' claims.
How not to become red and what to do if you do become?
Many people are worried about what will happen to the clients assigned to the red group. Will they be blocked? The answer to this question is simple: nothing happens automatically. The bank evaluates not only the information received from the KYC platform, but also conducts an additional assessment. Only after an internal bank check is possible to introduce any restrictions. In order not to become red, you must follow simple recommendations. Have supporting documents for all transactions. Cooperate with trusted contractors. Comply with the requirements of anti-money laundering legislation. Not to make transactions that may seem suspicious. The most important thing is to check counterparties. Do not get involved with one-day firms so as not to attract unnecessary attention to yourself. Keep in mind, if you have been assigned a red status unreasonably, you have the right to file a complaint with the Interdepartmental Commission of the Central Bank. After receiving an unsatisfactory response from the Commission, it is still possible to appeal the decision in court. I'm glad you watched the video till the end. I'm Ksenia Yusnova. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment and RosCo specialists will kindly answer them. And of course, subscribe to our channel, where you'll find loads of useful information, not only for your business, but also for yourself. Stay in touch, stay with RosCo.